to welcome back. This is the Love Below, and this is your girl Sunshine B. And who's in the building?
Lola.
Your girl Lola.
Boy, Demo.
You kind of sound like him almost.
Demo. And your boy F. Dot.
F that. Okay, before the break, we were talking about how to deal with an ineffective boss. And before we got on, went to break, Demo discussed basically that he worked around the bosses that are not doing their job, because at the end of the day, it just matters that you get the job done. And that hit to my next topic of basically being the middle manager. Because as a middle manager, you got the people above your head that are telling you stuff to do, and you have the people below that you need to make sure that they're doing what they're doing. So if both sides, or what Mo Love said, a sandwich. So if you the meat in the middle and both sides of the bread are not doing what they're supposed to do, it creates more work on you.
Just make a nasty sandwich. You want a sandwich with bread and condiments.
Ew.
Right. You need that middle
Yeah,
management.
you
You
need
need
that
that meat. I can't have a ham sandwich with no ham. Just bread. Might as well just toast it.
But I mean,
That's just toast.
I have some, it's basically some do's and don'ts of what to do when you're in that type of situation. They said to always act professional. No matter who's frustrating you or what conflicts you have to do, remember that you are a professional, and to make sure that you always stay one. Don't reduce your productivity just because nobody else is working doesn't mean that you should stop working.
Man, but I'm saying though, I'm tired of everybody else not doing nothing and not work.
Amen.
Can I just chill? Can I
Amen.
just let go?
Amen.
Well, I will say that, as much as you want to do that, sometimes it works out in your benefit.
Because
Right.
they'll see.
Yeah, your supervisor or their supervisor will nominate you for Employee of the Year.
Right.
I'm not trying to be
Oh,
employee of
right.
the year. I'm just trying to get this paycheck.
Well, personally, Mo Love has been in the situation that F. Dot is explaining right now, where you the only person who's busting your butt to get the job done, while everybody else just kind of, hey, relaxing, I ain't doing nothing, and it's like, whoo.
My thing
So I
is,
gotta do everything?
my thing is, it's not even that. It's just there's some tasks that I just do just because they're the tasks I'm supposed to do, and other people just may not do them. You know, that kind of deal. Like I said, I've never really been in a place where that was a big issue. You know, the jobs I've had. I mean, of course, working in housing, you got people that slack off every once in a while. But I mean, after a while, it's kind of like, you know, there's gonna be times when you slack off and somebody else is gonna pick up the work. So I mean, I kind of do both. Sometimes I slack off, sometimes I go hard, sometimes it just depends.
Yeah, and I mean, they said you should find a mentor. I know as I was progressing in the apartment industry, I had my old property manager that if I had questions, I had concerns, I called him. He's now our regional. He got promoted.
That's who
So-
I saw.
Hmm?
That's who I saw. You was telling me about.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So always have somebody that's above your boss, and somebody that you can go and talk to. Because I mean, when I was having problems with an ex-boss, I was able to talk to who I consider my mentor, and he was able to explain and, you know, give me a better insight of where this person could be coming from. And they also said don't go to your boss and basically go off on your boss, in other words.
So you shouldn't snap on your boss?
No. Do you like your job? There are more professional ways of dealing with a situation. You can host a meeting with them and try to express how you feel, but again, you can't expect somebody to change. We're gonna go with Mo Love and then Demo.
Well, I'm just amazed at the
How they
fact
raise
that
their
Mo
hand.
Love has decided to raise her hand. That was so. Listen to the Carters will get you right. Listening to the Carters. Shout out to the Carters for getting Mo Love right.
First of all, I've always raised my hand. If it was a raised hand or just like that.
You do that when
The
you're trying to
little
tell
finger
somebody
in
about themselves.
But
Like,
Stop
you don't raise
playing.
your hand to get your
Stop
turn.
playing. All the time. Tell
what you
me.
do. This is
Okay,
what you
why
do.
not?
We're gonna bring it back.
What
We're
do
gonna
you
bring it
want?
back.
Come
and
back
then
to
question.
the show.
Yes,
Well,
let's
it's 'cause
come
that's
back
just
to the
our
show
niche.
and what I was
I swear
about
I
to
only
say.
do this when I'm hosting. Anyway, come
We
on,
just
love.
want to get on mama nerves.
So what you gotta say, my
What
love?
about those bosses though?
My love. Are you gonna talk?
Yes, I'm
Go.
gonna talk. Just remember, whenever you get into a heated situation when you have that boss and you really wanna tell them something, you really wanna tell them off, just remember, why am I working here? Do I really need the money? And why am I working here? And just keep repeating that, yes, I need the money, I need to pay the bill, I need the medical. And then, I mean, just calm down. And if it's really a situation, a serious situation, then like Sasha B said, you might wanna take it to a higher authority. And sometimes that might have a negative turnout when you do that, you know. Cause I don't think nobody likes somebody going above their head and then they kinda have a personal vendetta, so you might wanna handle that on both sides.
Dima?
I will say that you are correct. There are more professional ways to handle the situation. I have refrained from using cuss words and still told someone exactly how I felt about their negligence and inefficiency. And I mean, when you watch your tone and use choice words, you get the point across without being insubordinate. I can think that you're completely incompetent and you should probably be better trained to do your job. But I didn't yell at you.
Used to
Okay. That condescending tone though. I'm
Okay,
like,
then.
excuse you, I'd rather you had cussed at me. Lola, so you have anything to add? This is
I got
a subject that,
Yeah, just right. Yeah, and then I've loved all my bosses, so I don't have a good experience being like, let me tell you about yourself, because
I mean, you can relate it to
General.
school too, cause I mean, there's sometimes when you have those teachers who's supposed to be teaching you, but they are just horrible teachers.
I can see that. I can see that.
We're doing group work.
Yeah, definitely. You have a leader of a project and you doing all the work and the other person's
hate
not,
group project.
yeah.
I like group projects.
She must be the slacker out the bunch.
No,
There's
I am
always
not
one.
actually.
There's always
I am
one.
not actually.
But another thing that you can also, like Mo Love said, is basically you want to express your feelings toward that manager before you go above their head. You need to give them the opportunity to change or alter their work, the way they work. But there's also times where, you know, you discuss things and if it's messing up the company, then yeah, go above them and say, hey, so-and-so just not doing what they're supposed to do. But then again, that causes stress, that causes a hostile work environment, and nobody wants to work in a hostile environment. And we're gonna take a quick break. And after the break, we're going to discuss the work-related stress in working in a hostile work environment.